What's going on, guys? King Strats here, back another video on the channel, and today we are back with another episode of The Best. One of my favorite diners. I've done a lot of diners in New Jersey because New Jersey has a ton of different diners that offer a crazy selection of food. This was the most shockingly, I never knew this existed, how good is this diner that I have done since I've been doing YouTube for 2 years. Back there today and try some new dishes. I went completely left field, stuff that I would never or have never ordered from a diner, but went to a place called River Edge Diner. It is located in, you guessed it, River Edge, New Jersey. It has a 4.1 on Google. It has a 4.6 on DoorDash. So it depends. Usually with these places, when you get bad reviews in New Jersey, it has to do with somebody not liking the service. And since I usually just take it to go, I don't have to worry about that. But drop that thumbs up, like, subscribe, and all of that cringy YouTube stuff. I cannot wait to show you this stuff. Okay, I got a pizza. I've never ordered a pizza from a diner before, but apparently this place makes bar pies. So I think I got the front facing. Is it? No? Okay, it's sideways. It's fine. All right, this is my first time looking at it. They had regular cheese, they had a Greek one, but I got something Greek over here, so I got sausage and peppers from a diner. I don't even know what to think about this, but can y'all see it? Because I can't. That actually looks pretty good. Looks like it has a decent crust to it. Over here, this was, I got barbecue pulled pork potato skins. I've had potato skins from diners, but never with actual homemade pulled pork on it. It smells delicious, if that's any indication. Also, the potatoes, man, they are heavy. These ain't potato skins. They seem like potato halves. And I don't have a problem with that. So that is part two. Over here, now, if you are from New Jersey, you probably know that the majority of diners in New Jersey are Greek-owned, which means they make really good Greek food. I have barely done any Greek food on the channel, so I wanted to get something Greek and something I never got before. So we ended up getting Spanakopita, which is a spinach pie. I've seen these, but I've never actually eaten one. So we got some Spanakopita here. It looks like some phyllo dough. Okay, it's in here somewhere. So that is Spanakopita. It's like a Greek Spanakopita. I purposely didn't look up the definition too much because I don't want to know what's in it, but that we have a little bit of a surprise. Now, this one I had to get again. There was no way I wasn't getting this again. If you saw my River Edge Diner video, the first one I did, I got my favorite dessert. Okay, top 3 dessert, but it's in a cheesecake. And if you know, you know. But this right here, this is a baklava cheesecake. I love baklava, and I love cheesecake, and they combined them and made, when I tell you this thing hits diffy, you have no idea, but that is the baklava cheesecake. I think I'm gonna pop this into like the fridge so that I know what I'm doing and it doesn't get like melty and stuff, because I'll be thinking about it way too much. So give me 1 second before I do that. Sugar-free lemonade today. You don't know. I don't know, my cup is here. The 6-2 Giants. Yes, we lost today. I still rep my team. Oh, the Giants are trash. Your team's probably worse. It's okay. Anyway, let's do this bar pizza. I never knew diners really made homemade pizza, let alone a pizza that looks as good as this, but this is a sausage and peppers pizza, and all right. I don't really like the crust. It seems a little soft for me, but it's got the peppers, it's got the sausage I can see, and a ton of cheese on here. Again, the crust doesn't seem very pizza-like. I've had bar pies before, but normally bar pies are a little more well done than this, and I prefer a well done, but that is okay. This is why we're here. If they would have cooked this for like 3 minutes longer, 6 minutes longer, this is actually pretty damn good pizza. If you're unfamiliar with a bar pie, it's a little different. It's a much thinner crust. So it doesn't have that same aesthetic that you would get when you would get like a hand-tossed pizza. But normally bar pies are thinner, to the point that they're crunchy. And I like that crisp, cracker kind of crust that it has. Everything else about this pizza I really like. The sauce is garlicky. Very weird word here I'm going to use, but this is the only word I have to describe it. Robust. So the flavor's there. Ton of cheese in every bite. I'm getting sausage. The peppers still have a little crunch to them, which I like. They're not soggy. So it's well cooked. On the other hand, the actual crust of the pizza is what's severely lacking in this. To the point that if I were at the diner and this was my second time ordering it, I would ask them to specifically make it well done. And I think that this thing would have been knocked out of the park. in a bar pie standard, not like a regular pizza standard. Almost, man, but even with that, this is a very enjoyable pizza. What makes it is the quality of the ingredients. The sausage, like an Italian sausage, I'm getting a little bit like a fennel. And that sauce, I don't know if they're using the same sauce they use on like their pastas, but if they are, get the pasta. Let me get one more bite of this. This is actually good. Other than the crust. This is an absolute W pizza. I'm rating this more towards a bar pie standard and not like a pizzeria pizza standard. There's a bit of a difference. So with this, again, it's pretty good, so I'd give it a 7 point. I'm just going 7.5. I don't like that crazy intricate ranking. But I'm going to try to rank more things so people have an idea of what I think about it. Because people seem to think that I think everything's a 10. And I don't. So, ooh, this one had a crust. Okay, they gotta cook this longer. So that one right there, the bite. Whole thing this, if it was that, would have been like an 8. 8.5. Ooh. That bite right there, that crust was everything. I'm glad I ate the whole thing. That crust was everything. I don't feel like knocking it down to a 7, because how dare you tease me like that? But overall, if you just get a little more, if you're going to order this, I do recommend it. Just tell them to make it well done. I get this right here. This is look. You hate when people do that. They take a little piece. I'll be doing that all the time. It makes me want to keep biting it. That just turned my whole... Saw me perk up right there real quick. Anywho, I want to try these potato skins. Barbecue pulled pork cheddar potato skins. Look at these. Like, this looks like a W to me. I love pulled pork. I'm interested to see how they make pulled pork because, again, this is a diner. So getting food like this from a diner just seems crazy. But in this day and age in New Jersey, all the diners are just going like crazy with the types of food that they have. But like I said when I was pulling this out in the beginning, this seems more like a potato half and not a potato skin. It doesn't seem like they even scooped any of it out, but there is a decent amount of pulled pork and a ton of cheddar on the top. There's sour cream too. I left it in the kitchen because it comes in a packet. They didn't put it on the plate. That's cool. I'm going to take a first bite. If it needs sour cream, I'm just going to grab it. No issue, no issue. That don't need shit. Barbecue sauce, just straight up, just right there. Let me get a little bit of this pulled pork right here. Let me just see. Let me just grab. It's decent pulled pork. And you do get a lot of it. Look. So, yeah, it looks like they scooped it out, but the potatoes are just like kind of diesel. Honestly, I wouldn't even desecrate that with sour cream. The barbecue sauce is really, really sweet. Kind of like Memphis barbecue sauce. You ever had barbecue sauce from Memphis? It's pretty sweet. So that's the vibe I'm getting. The pulled pork doesn't have a smoky taste. But it is good. Would I put this in the barbecue awards of the year? No. If I was at a diner and I ordered this, would I be mad? No. Lots of potato too, man. Look at the potato skin. This is, I'm going back in. Look at this one. Look at the amount of cheese they give you too. You'll love to see it. Don't fall, man. Don't fall. Stay here for me. Thank you. I gotta get this bite. Looks super messy and delicious. That barbecue sauce is so on point. I'm usually not the biggest fan of sweet barbecue sauce, but I don't know what in the Sweet Baby Ray Jr. they got, but I might have to give me some of that, because that is not like the Kraft joint. It might even be homemade. That's a bite. Woo. I'm liking this a lot. The cheddar, the sharpness of it just goes so well with that sweet barbecue sauce. My only, if I was trying to be like super critical, which I'm not, even adding some liquid smoke just to get the smoke flavor. Where I just drove this. Or getting smoked cheddar. I'm just spitballing here. The smoky taste would have really give that barbecue and driven it home. But even with that, look at this pulled pork. Lucky I didn't fill that up, or I'd have been mad. Look at that. That almost has like a rib-like taste. Either way. I don't think you'd be mad at these. Maybe bring these to your table, you're not gonna get mad. I'll give these an 8.5. I really, really like these. Ooh. Bring this in right here. Spanakopita. It is a Greek spinach pie. First time ever trying it. Has some phyllo dough on here, so you can see in here a little bit. I expect this to be good because, again, most of these diners have like a Greek background to them, and I've had some other Greek food, just not this one in particular. So what it looks like is a ton of spinach on the inside. Kind of looks like spinach and artichoke dip from the naked eye, but I need a little knife here, so I don't want to just ruin this. Phyllo dough has a very flaky texture to it. So it's something that you usually layer a ton of. It's what you actually make baklava with as well, but it's a sweet version. So just see if I can. There we go. I'm just gonna go in with my hands, man. Who cares? All right, so there's the spanakopita. Let's see what this is hitting for. You get. Why do I pulled out and look? I gotta go back in here. Ooh. Now I don't have a basis for judgment. I've never had spanakopita, so I can't tell you if this is the best or the worst. But what I can tell you is, either way, whatever the hell this is, it is delicious. Spinach. I'm not sure if they're using artichokes, to be honest. There's definitely a lot of onion in here, and garlic, maybe some olive oil, and I'm getting a citrusy kind of vibe. Maybe like a mint, not citrus in particular. Of course, to bring it all home and give it that like Greek vibe that I normally am used to, there's feta, melted feta in here as well, and it is good. I can't believe it's taking me this long to have it. I do see the onions. The feta just gives it a different kind of flavor. You know, that little bit of, that you get from the feta. Ooh. The phyllo dough itself, still crispy, which is good. Not soggy at all. And considering that I took this to go and it's been sitting in a container for the last 10 minutes, that is impressive. That means they cooked it really, really well. I've never had this before, but I do like it a lot. I love phyllo dough. Wow. Soup. We'll try that in a second. I can have a bite of this. I don't know how I can compare this to anything else, but just off of the initial like bite and how this is something that I have to try a lot more of. I gotta get to a Greek place soon and have a comparison, but this was my favorite thing that I got from here. I find it really enjoyable and a different kind of flavor to it. Greek food is underrated in the first place, so I gotta do a Greek restaurant soon. I would give this probably like an 8.9, almost a 9. Almost a 9. I gotta get it. We like that. The spanakopita came with a soup or a salad. Of course I got the soup. We have French onion soup. I love French onion soup. Let me see if there's lots of, yes there is. French onion, look, that is homemade. We love to see that. Lots and lots and lots of onion here. Let's check this broth out. Excellent. The deep, deep caramelized onion flavor. Ooh. Hold on a second. A dinner roll? Oh, look at that. Cheeky. I like that. Let me just go a little bit. You gotta. Of course, it's missing that big thing of Gruyere in the top. But even with that, that's exceptional soup. I've had a lot of French onion soup. Diner-wise, this is up there with onion soups I've had, and I've had a few, to be honest. Probably about 6 or 7 different diners in Terra try the French onion soup. I'd put this one in the top half, so probably like third, maybe even second. But, oof, I don't care. Very deep, rich flavor. I like that a lot. Yes. And last, but oh, definitely not least, this is one of my favorite desserts I think I've ever done since I've been making content for the last 2 years. This right here. Baklava cheesecake, man. Homemade baklava, layered on top of some delicious ass cheesecake. This is almost like that fried Oreo thing what I did a couple of weeks ago where I said, I'm sorry in advance because I'm gonna be extra. This gonna be extra. Whatever. You ain't never had this. When you have it, you can shut up and you can tell me otherwise. But look at this thing right here. Look at this. Oh, okay. Enough talking. Enough talking. This thing right here is flaky. It is just, I can't even get it. Look. I got this flimsy ass fork. I don't care, bro. I'm not getting up. The honey drizzle on that. Look at this. Look. Look at this. Y'all need to see the other side. Y'all need to just see what I see. I'm sorry in advance. So good. Oh my god. You can't do better than this. You can't. You can't. It's got a spongy cake layer in the middle. That honey just soaked up the spongy cake and the phyllo dough. Oh, the rich cheesecake, it just works so well with the sweetness and the... Is this graham cracker? I think this is graham cracker. Hold on. Take me home. I am home. I don't even know. I'm telling you, I know, like, you must think I have some sort of, like, I must know something about something. I know you think, oh, he likes everything, but y'all ain't never tried this before. It just doesn't get better than this. It doesn't get better. This is I'm telling you. I can't even finish a sentence, bro. I just want to tell you. Listen. Hands down, one of the top desserts I've eaten since I've done this thing. Hands down. It's perfect. There's nothing that I would change about this. Everything just goes so well together from the top to the bottom. From the baklava, just having this alone would have been a dub. I'm trying so hard not to desecrate this thing, but I don't really care at this point. So listen, baklava is perfect. Still got a nice crunch to it because they cooked it well. And alone because I love baklava. Wow. But that honey that they pour in the baklava has seeped down into that sponge cake layer that's right on top of the cheesecake. So it's like, and then the crust, and look at the booty on this thing, bro. Like, I don't have words. If you ever were gonna trust me, just go over there. Right here. Go down to River Edge Diner, bro. Just go ahead. I'm sorry. Just go down to River Edge Diner, okay? Ask him for the baklava cheesecake. Tell him you saw this weird black dude with a dangling earring and a mustache on social media, and he ate it and it looked crazy. You had to get a piece. Tell him that. That's all. Why are you still watching? Go get it. Oh, that was so satisfying. Like, I almost need a shower. But that's gonna be the end of the video. Just sitting right here too, staring at me. You know, we're gonna be back though tomorrow. More content, man. I love y'all. Hand signs. They made it to YouTube.